Hey, hello, what's up? It's your girl, Twan the Mystik from housemystik.com. What's up? Hello, soul family. But if you are new here, hello, I am Twan the Mystik. I'm an artist, an astrologer, a tarot reader, and just a multifaceted ass person, okay? So if you're into astrology, tarot, spiritual knowledge and things like that, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new, okay? Also, I want to give a quick shout out to my website, housemystik.com. You can go on there and check out my art print. I paint on bags, I paint on clothes. You could definitely go check that out. They all have like a spiritual feel to them. And then also, join my email list. Also, make sure you check out the podcast, Tarot Tea with Twan podcast. I haven't dropped any new episodes lately, but that's because I'm trying to work on some new things regarding the podcast, okay? But still, go check out my old episodes. It's on Spotify and on Apple Podcast, okay? And then, let's see, on my app, Mystik Collective app, okay? It's basically a community app where you can go on there and connect with like-minded mystics like yourself. And then I also teach you how to master your own spiritual gifts. I also talk about upcoming astrological transits, channeled messages, things like that, okay? So yes, definitely go check those things out, all right? So let's go ahead and get into this reading. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to get into the piles and talk about what today's reading is all about, all right? So today's reading is all about how you can attract more abundance in your life. Messages from spirit, all about how you can attract more abundance in your life, okay? So yes, it's about to get lit. It's about to spill some tea. So, grab your tea, grab your wine, grab your blunt, grab some water. I don't know. And let's get into this reading, okay? So pile number 1 is the not smoky quartz. This is clear quartz. So yes, for pile number 1. Pile number 2 is the selenite heart, okay? And then pile number 3 is the smoky quartz, okay? So pick the crystal or the pile you feel the most drawn to, okay? And then go to my description or go to my comment section and click on the timestamp that corresponds with the pile or the crystal that you chose, okay? So I will see you at the click of your timestamp. Hello to all of my beautiful people, my soul family that chose pile number 1 with the crystal or the quartz crystal. Okay, so yes, let's go ahead and get into how you can make some more money, how you can attract more abundance, how you can, reach those financial goals that you've been wanting to reach for maybe a while or whatever. So like I said in the intro, grab your tea, grab your wine, grab your blunt, grab your water, grab whatever, maybe lay down, get in some comfortable clothes, grab your blankie, and let's go ahead and get into this reading, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna start with these cards. All right, so put these right here. All right, so let's see what spirit has to say regarding how you can draw in more money. Well-being. Got well-being. And travel. Very interesting, very interesting. So with both of these cards coming up, well-being and travel. Okay. So, I feel like what spirit is trying to say as far as, how you can bring more abundance into your life, how you can, reach those financial goals, all that stuff, is you are going to have to take a lot more care of yourself, okay? And, as I'm making this, this is a timeless reading, but as I'm making this, we are currently in Virgo season, okay? And Virgo, the sign associated with health, Okay, health, self-care, well-being, discipline, things like that. So with well-being being here, I definitely feel like, yeah, spirit is calling you to take more care of yourself. And maybe you've even recently gone through a time period where things have been moving slow. Maybe you've been having like maybe there's just been something going on. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you had something going on with a family member. Maybe you had, I don't know what it is, but there's something that could have happened with you that has caused you to have to slow down. Okay, and that has made you have to be more present in your body. Because yeah, maybe you got sick. Maybe, I think I already said you lost your job, and maybe some of you, maybe you lost your job and haven't been able to find a new one, or like just something that has caused you to either slow down and or to pay more attention to your health. So, and maybe you've just been wondering, why is this happening, why is this happening? And it's because spirit is wanting you to take more care of yourself and to slow down and to rest. And I know sometimes that can be hard, trust me, because I have an issue with that. Look, I'm a Virgo, okay? Sometimes I have an issue with just like being still and not and resting and just being in the void, you know what I mean? And I feel like maybe some of you guys have that issue where you're just always on go. You're always doing something, you're always working, you're always like, maybe you're going through a stressful situation, so you're always trying to like put out fires, like not literal fires, but always trying to come up with solutions. And then it's like when you come up with one solution, then it's like, oh, this other thing here has to be handled. So maybe it's just like you've just been having a lot going on, and then something has kind of forced you to have to slow down and be like, let me take care of myself, let me reflect. And then I'm also making this while Mercury, well, yes, Mercury will be going retrograde in the sign of Libra, but then it will dip back into Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So it's like, yeah, there's going to be an emphasis on well-being, health, even mental health. Mental health, physical health, spiritual health, like all types of health. Okay. So with travel coming up, this could definitely mean like spirit is saying to take some time off. Like I said, like take some time off, travel. Well, if you can, take some time off, travel, or even just simply get outside. Just get outside and be barefoot, get in the sunlight, just something that gets you outside. Okay, because maybe, like I said, you've been working and maybe you just spend all your time in front of a computer screen or constantly helping others, or just there's just a lot of busyness. I'm sensing that you're someone that's a busybody. Okay, maybe you're one of the mutable signs, which are Virgo, Sag, Pisces, and Gemini. Okay, so maybe you're like a busybody, so you're just always working on something, and spirit is saying like it's time for a break. Okay, it's time for a break, and take some time to be still, or like at least move slower than you've been moving before. Okay, and then also with travel, it's making me think that there's a need like to bring like, okay, with you wanting to bring more money in, there may be a need to really step out of your comfort zone. There may be a need to step out of your comfort zone, or even travel, like I said, where it may be like some of you guys would be better off like relocating to another location if you are if you work at a company and you want to transfer, like you've been thinking, should I transfer? Yes. Okay, this is your sign to transfer. Then some of you guys, like if you're a freelancer, or or you're an entrepreneur, maybe there's opportunities for you that are not like right where you live. Okay, like maybe it's time to check out other cities, or maybe even other states, or even other countries. But something is kind of like forcing you out of your comfort zone. And this could even be a career change for some of you guys, or like like a change of focus. You know what I mean? Like, for example, if you are, I'll just use myself as an example, okay? Because this pile is hitting for me too. And it's funny because I just saw the number on the clock that's associated with travel and job change and change of residence. So yeah. But anyway, I'm going to use myself as an example, not just because I want to talk about myself, but just as an example, okay? So, in my own career, I am being called to, do more YouTube videos and also promote my art more. And for me, that's a little out of my comfort zone because I stopped like doing art seriously for like a couple years. Okay. And then even with YouTube, I remember at first I was super committed to it. And then like I had to take some time off and like regroup and stuff like that. And I stayed in my comfort zone with just strictly focusing on Instagram. Okay. Strictly focusing on Instagram. But Spirit is calling me towards other platforms, doing things another way, trying to create other forms of income besides what I've already been doing, which was like tarot readings and spiritual work for a long time. So for a lot of you guys, it really is, you're having to change directions, or there's like a change of focus in maybe something that you were already doing, or like a promotion or a relocation, or like, yeah, or just a straight up career change where it's like you're definitely not even doing what you were doing before. Okay. But yeah. Okay, so I've been talking and it's like 8 minutes, and I just saw my birthday number, so I'm wondering if a lot of you guys are seeing your birthday numbers. And one thing you should know, when you see your birthday numbers on the clock, or you see it on the license plate, or you see it anywhere, a lot of the times that's spirit trying to get you to remember why you're here. Okay, because a lot of the times I know in my own life I see my birthday numbers right when I'm thinking about something that is associated with my life purpose. Okay, so if some of you guys are really if some of you guys are really trying to figure out what your life purpose is, okay, pay attention to whenever you see your birthday numbers and think about what you were, or yes, just see what you were thinking about at that time, or even like taking a look at your birth chart, looking at your north node, looking at your whole birth chart. But I know your north node is really a really important part of your chart that can tell you a lot about this path that you're meant to take here on planet Earth. Okay, so yes, let's move on because I'm gonna just keep talking and talking. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so I know I talked about myself and like being called towards art, but I'm wondering if that's some of you guys too. Like some of you guys are really creative. Maybe you're a content creator, maybe like a social media, like wanting to do something regarding social media or whatever. Because like how she's working on her iPad here, definitely makes me think of like content creator or even like a artist or something. So that could just be for a certain few of you. But if that's something that you want to do, Spirit is saying put in the work, not in a like overworking yourself way, but working slowly and steadily towards it. Because the Eight of Pentacles is all about, Pentacles in general are all about slow and steady, but not in like a you're not making progress type of way, but making sure you're looking at all the details, making sure like you're, looking at all the details and not just putting out something that's rushed, So yeah. Or like, yeah. Okay. So, oh my God. Bruh. The fact that the Knight of Pentacles just came out here, and this card is literally yet another card talking about slow, like moving slow, okay? Slow and steady wins the race, but not in a way where you're not moving anywhere. Like it's not like you're not moving and making progress, but it's like a steady progress. Like when you are consistent, when you are consistent and you are methodical and you have a strategy and and you're also doing it in a way where you're not burning yourself out, because we do have well-being. When you're working in a way that's not burning you out, it helps to, well, not only help you to be productive and get your goals, accomplished, but it's also like, I'm like losing my train of thought here. It's also, it's also helping you to not burn yourself out, because I'm feeling like there's a lot of burnout here. There's like a lot of burnout for some of you guys where you're just working, and you're not like moving slow or like in a balanced way. I mean, life is not always balanced, but I feel like there's an extreme when it comes to work or being busy or whatever, and spirit is trying to tell you to like move slower. Okay. And then this can also indicate for like for some of you guys, like I said, some of you guys really are going to be getting a new job or like a new job, new career, or something like that. And for some reason, also this card is making me think of someone that like I keep hearing that song by Drake, "Started from the bottom, now we're here." Like where it's like you're working your way up or something like that. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. So yeah, some of you guys are getting a promotion. Okay. So we have, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So we have Six of Swords, and then we have Ace of Swords. Okay, so yeah, there is something that you're definitely afraid to walk away from. So I feel like some of you guys are like afraid to walk away from a job, or maybe you just did and it's like scaring you. Okay. Or like you're afraid to walk away from a career, or like to shift things around, or also maybe to even step out of your comfort zone and like put out that project that you've been wanting to put out. And just I just feel like there's a bit of fear around stepping out of your comfort zone, or about this transition that you're being called to make. Because some of you guys, I'm also feeling like entrepreneurship, if you're not one already, I feel like there's some of you guys that are like being called into entrepreneurship, and it's like scaring you. It's scaring you as far, because you're just like, I mean, what about my finances, and what about this, and what about that, and will this sustain me, and blah blah blah. So I definitely feel like there's a need to change jobs, or become an entrepreneur or something like that. And there was something else I was gonna say. Okay, let's just move on. All right. So let's see, how else can you bring more abundance? I'm going to put these right here. Bring more abundance and money into your life. Reunion of souls. Interesting. And then also masculine energy. Okay. And then also new day. Okay, very interesting, very interesting. So yeah, new day is definitely saying, yeah, it's time. It's time for something new regarding your career. So like a new project, or a new approach to your career, or like your business if you already have one. Or like did I already say new job? Yeah, new job, new career, maybe even relocation, like I said, because we have new day. So maybe some of you guys, if you've been feeling called to move to another state, another city, something like that, or like doing something regarding where you're traveling, like or connecting, because even how we have reunion of souls here, maybe you end up connecting with people from different states or something, like connecting with them, like, and they have an opportunity for you. But I feel like there's something regarding travel. And then even with Six of Swords being here, like something with travel, like either maybe for some of you it could even be like a travel vlog, travel blog, maybe driving trucks, maybe something along those lines. But I'm feeling like there's something where it's like you not being in the same place as where you live currently, because maybe some of you guys will get an opportunity that will not push you, but get you out of where you live at, or it's just like a relocation, you go into another branch of a company you already work at, or just something regarding travel and you not being where you're currently at, or something for some of you guys, okay? So these two cards are basically the two chakras that could possibly be blocking abundance from coming to you, or things like that. So let's see. We have vanity, and this is the throat chakra. Or no. Is this the third eye? No. This is the throat. This is the throat. And then also wisdom. So wow, the throat and the heart. So yeah, maybe some of you guys have been feeling some tightness in your chest or something. But with vanity coming out, it's making me think that sometimes pride gets in your way of trying something new and moving on to something new, because maybe you start thinking, I'm just a beginner, I'm just, you know what I mean? Or even like keeps you from connecting with new people or looking towards new opportunity, because, and maybe even with that, it's not necessarily, for some of you, maybe it's not even necessarily pride. It's just more so like you're just so used to doing things one way. It's like, how could things ever be much more different than this? So even though I said the mutable signs, some of you guys could be like fixed as well. And the fixed signs are Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. Okay, so maybe you have both of those signs in your chart where you're like, okay, I'll be cool with change sometimes. But then when it's like something has kind of shaken your foundation a little bit, something that you depended on, and now it's like forcing you into something new. But I feel like your pride is just keeping you, your pride or even just the familiarity is keeping you in the same place. And then we have wisdom here. We have wisdom, and I definitely feel like your spirit guides are talking to you like, hey, it's time to move on. It's time to do something different, or like take this new approach, or relocate, or change this career, or like go into entrepreneurship. Like it's something along those lines. And now it's time for you to listen. Okay, listen to these messages. Okay. And then last but not least, an affirmation card that can help you. Well, it's the intention is to help you with drawing in this abundance that you want. Okay, so we have, wow, happiness is my birthright. Okay, happiness is my birthright. Okay, and I think that's why some of these things had to happen, because it's like spirit is calling you towards your happiness, your true north node, your true destiny, your true purpose, like you following a passion of yours that you truly love. Okay, so happiness is my birthright. And then even just like, how they say, money doesn't buy happiness. It can make you happy though. It can make you happy, or at least help you take care of what you need to take care of, so that you're not, worried about that. So I feel like maybe there's an undeservingness there, where you sometimes don't feel like you deserve to do what you really want to do with your life. Okay, and this is to tell you, like, happiness is your birthright. You deserve to have happiness. You deserve to have the career you want, the amount of money you want. You deserve it. Okay, so happiness is my birthright. Okay, so that was your reading, pile number 1. If it resonated with you, please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell, so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Make sure y'all check out the Mystik Collective app. Like I said, it's a app where you can connect with like-minded mystics like yourself, as well as learn how to master your spiritual gifts. And this app is by me, Twan the Mystik. And I'm in there giving astrological, interpretations, and month ahead readings, and there's just a bunch of content on there. Definitely go check it out. Also, housemystik.com, where you can purchase my art. Like I said earlier, I paint on clothes. There's clothing, purses, t-shirts, things like that. So definitely check out my website, and also make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. Check out the podcast, Terra T with Twan podcast. All the links that you need for me are in the description, okay? So I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, 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 my beautiful people, my soul family people. I was gonna say soul family members. I don't know. That chose pile number 2 with the selenite heart-shaped crystal. Okay, oopsie. So let's get into how you can bring more abundance into your life. How you can make that money. Okay, so grab your tea, grab your blunt, grab your wine, grab your water, get a comfy blanket or whatever, so that we can go ahead and get into this reading. Okay, so yes, I got my wine over here. Take a little sip. Okay, so yes, let's go ahead and get into the reading. All right, so we have, like I said, this crystal. I feel like, I don't know why I'm feeling called to tell you, and it's probably because of this crystal. Like, one thing that can help you, I'm wondering if some of you guys are moon ruled, and that's funny because the number 2 is associated with the moon. Yes. Well, yes, it's associated with the moon, but I'm wondering if, like, some of you guys are moon ruled, like maybe you have a Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, or it's in another prominent place. Maybe you have like a Cancer stellium, or maybe you just have a fascination with the moon. But I'm really feeling like following the moon cycles, like when there's a full moon, a new moon, or even knowing like what like moon phase you were born on, or just maybe even just doing spell work in general. I'm feeling like some of you guys are my witches. Like this may be my super witchy pile. Maybe you work in the occult, or something like that. You don't have to for this pile to be your pile, but I'm sensing that some of you guys are like witchy AF in this group, and you would benefit from doing money spells, or like working with the moon, maybe working with certain crystals. Maybe selenite is one of them. I know pyrite's a good crystal for manifesting money, things like that. But I definitely feel like you would benefit from like working with magic, or learning about manifestation, the law of attraction, maybe even like the laws of the universe, or like, okay, y'all, so I don't know if I was able to cut that part out, but my son came in here and totally interrupted me. But yeah, so I was basically talking about the moon cycles, magic. Maybe this is my witchy pile, where it's like you would really benefit from doing like money magic spells, or working with the moon. And I was also saying, I think I also said some of you guys may be moon ruled or something like that, and it may also be a good time to learn like what moon phase you were born on. I forgot what that website I was on that told me what moon phase I was born on, but if you Google what moon phase was I born on, there should be a website that comes up that helps you with calculating that. So you'll be able to find it. I really just can't remember the website. Yeah. So, anywho, let's get into your reading. Let me put this over here. All right. So, the first 2 cards about how you can bring more abundance into your life. Closure. And then psychic abilities. Okay, so the fact that psychic abilities came up just lets me know this is my witchy pile, okay? Some of you guys are probably psychics, like you do tarot, maybe you do Reiki, some form of healing. It doesn't have to be that for all of you guys, but I'm just definitely sensing that. I'm definitely sensing this is my pile that has a lot of the witches, okay? So, anywho, Yes, I also feel like your intuition is going to be talking to you a lot as far as like what you can do next regarding your finances, okay? Like pay attention to dreams you've had recently or maybe in the past that you were kind of like, what does this mean? What does this mean? This is a good time to figure out what that dream means, like analyze it. You don't have to like, overanalyze it, but just like key elements of that dream, like pay attention to it. Or them or whatever. So yes, and also this would be a good time to connect with your spirit guides, like take some time for meditation, and that can help you with getting clarity as far as like what you can do next regarding your career, your finances, and like what next steps are for you. And that's why I feel like a lot of you guys are really connected to spirit, or like, yeah, like you work in the spiritual field already, or you're just like extremely intuitive. Some of you guys are just extremely intuitive, and I feel like the message I keep getting here, even though I'm supposed to be the one giving you advice, like what you should do next and blah, blah, blah. But I feel like your spirit guides have been talking to you and you kind of already know what you need to do next. Or you've been like, your gut instincts have been kind of like talking to you. Like your feelings, your emotions have kind of been telling you what direction to go into. So like pay attention to what lights you up, how you feel doing certain things. Does it feel good? Does it feel boring? Does it feel like, how does it feel? Like, I'm wondering if some of you guys are either generators, like in human design, or maybe you're like a sacral or solar plexus authority. Yeah, because it's definitely like, it's like your feelings. Like it's very important to follow your feelings, if that makes sense, regarding like what you should do next and how to draw in more abundance or whatever. But then also it's making me think, because we also have psychic abilities. Well, I keep talking about this one card, but it's also making me think like visualization, and then also getting into the feeling of things. Like, let's say you want a new home and you visualize it, like how it's also about like how will you feel when you get that home, and start like trying to feel those feelings and doing that every day, because that's a key. Oh wow, yes, manifestation, because I was talking about that, like magic and stuff, like learning about the law of attraction and things like that. So I definitely feel like visualization and using your emotions as you visualize could be like a great thing that can help with attracting more money or attracting this goal or whatever it is that you want. And then with the closure card here, it's definitely making me think of what I said as far as like your feelings. Like, how do you feel when you do certain things? Is it fun? Is it boring? Is it like, does it light you up or whatever? And if it does not, it's time to bring closure to that. It's time to bring it to an end and try something different. Okay, this is kind of reminding me of pile one. So maybe you were drawn to pile one. But yes, I definitely feel like this is a time to bring a close to just certain things that just don't light you up. Okay? So let's see what other cards you have here. Pile number 2. Wow, look, we literally have 8 of Cups, and this has to do with like going off to find emotional fulfillment, because maybe there was something that you were doing that just no longer brings you that same joy anymore, or it's like, yeah, maybe it's gotten really chaotic, maybe it's gotten messy, maybe it's gotten like where you're just being overworked or and undervalued, or something like that. But this is all about like walking away to go find your happiness. This is kind of reminding me of pile number 1. So I'm wondering if some of you guys are feeling called to walk away from like working for other people in general. But this is also making me think like new job, new career, just big changes as far as like your career, and like actually doing something that lights you up, instead of like just doing things because of the security, or doing things because it's what's expected of you. It's time for you to start doing what you like to do. Okay? And like putting your energy into that. So that's why I feel like a lot of you guys could be entrepreneurs. Yeah. Oh, yes. And then we have the Chariot. We also have the Chariot. And with the Chariot card, this card is all about getting focused, okay? Focusing your mind and disciplining the mind. So, yeah, I definitely see you needing to do more with like visualization or maybe even subliminal message meditations could be a thing for you. And then, oh, wow, the Chariot is the Cancer card, okay? This is a card in the tarot deck associated with Cancer. So yes, I definitely feel like some of my cancers are in here, okay? Like strong Cancer placements or prominent Cancer placements, okay? So yes. And but yeah, this is all about using the mind, and even the fact that it's Cancer is definitely making me think like using the mind and using your emotions to help with drawing in what you want, or even like the law. Is it the law? Is it a law? Am I making that up? I don't know, but like I keep wanting to say the law of expectancy, and I'm like, did I read that somewhere? And basically what I'm trying to say is like with expectancy, like just expecting, it's more so like it's about expecting that amazing outcome instead of like expecting the worst. It's time to expect the best, okay? Expect the best. And it's so funny because I said this to pile number one. I think you should watch pile number one, but I just said, because I just saw my birthday numbers again, so I'm wondering if some of you guys keep seeing your birthday numbers, um or have just maybe been really focused on figuring out what your purpose is. Okay, and I feel like Spirit is going to reveal it to you. And once it's revealed to you, it's time for you to start focusing your energy in that direction and stop doing things that are expected of you. Stop doing things that you know don't serve you. Stop just stop going to that job where you're like, yeah, this is not, these people don't value me, or they underpay me, or like it's just time to stop, okay? And like really be focused on what you know your calling is, okay? or or yeah, just what Spirit is kind of like leading you towards. And I keep seeing like a vision of, because I was on the road yesterday and it was like real late at night, and it's like sometimes on the road, I don't know if this is everywhere, okay, because I haven't driven all the roads of the world, but it's like it was late at night, but on the highway there's these like little reflector things on the road that like helps with like separating the different lanes, okay? And it's like with the light, with the lights being on, you know, the headlights being on, it's like it what's it called, it lit up the reflectors, okay? And it's like, of course I couldn't see all the way down where all the reflectors were, but as I moved forward, as I kept moving forward, it's like a bunch of the reflectors were being lit up for me. So what I'm saying is like, why I'm seeing that vision for you is because it's like maybe that's what it's been over this period of time where you've just been trying to figure out like, what is my purpose? What am I really supposed to be doing here? And it's just like Spirit has been showing you little by little, okay, little by little. So like pay attention to, like I said, those things that light you up, because those are the things that you're meant to pursue. Even if you haven't like done these things yet, there's an attraction that you have to these certain things that you like or whatever. And it's like that Spirit trying to like lure you in to do these things, okay? So if there's something that you're really feeling called to do, it's time to like start doing it, even if it's little by little, okay? Even if it's little by little. Okay, and then we also have the World. Wow. So you literally have 3 cards. You have 3 cards talking about the endings of things, okay? Because we have closure, which they're walking away from something. The 8 of Cups, they're walking away from something. And then the World, where this has to do with the completion of something, okay? So I definitely feel like a lot of you guys are needing to walk away from whatever does not make you happy. And then like whenever I see this card and how she has like the reef around her, it just always makes me think like protection, like, yeah, protection and protecting your energy. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, maybe you've been dispersing a lot of your energy. You've been putting a lot of your energy maybe into other people or in the wrong places. And now Spirit is like, okay, yeah, these are not the right things for you. It's time for you to start putting your energy into like what truly fulfills you, like what you truly, truly love. Okay? So yeah, start putting your energy into those things that you truly love and that truly fulfill you. And then Eight of Swords. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely making me think that some of you guys are like feeling, maybe even feeling stuck in a career path or at a job or doing things a certain way because maybe you're just like you're questioning if you do follow these things that light you up, is it going to work for you? Or if you do decide to just be an entrepreneur, will it sustain you? Or if you do if you do quit this certain job, will you find a job that you really, really like? You know what I mean? And that pays you well and doesn't overwork you. Like, there's just a lot of questions that you have, but Spirit is trying to say that there are options out there for you. Okay, there are options out there for you. And also the fact that she has the blindfold on, it's also making me think that for some of you guys, it's like your psychic abilities, because we have this Cancer card and we have psychic abilities. It's like your psychic abilities, I feel like, have been telling you to make this change for a long time, or like your spirit guide's been trying to talk to you and give you signs, but it's like it's almost like you're either acting blind to them, or maybe you're acting blind to them, or just like acting like you didn't get that advice, and then just like it's like you'll get the advice but then do the opposite thing or whatever. And Spirit is like, yeah, you need to stop. Okay, you need to stop and you need to listen. Okay, and the fact that we have the Eight of Swords and even the World card, it has the infinity symbol, is making me wonder if some of you guys are, well, that number is associated with money, but it's also associated with Saturn. So I'm wondering if some of you guys are going through your Saturn return, your Saturn return just finished, or it's about to finish, or something. And especially with this World card, where it's like it's the completion of a phase. So I'm feeling like a lot of you guys could have just gotten out of your Saturn return, or like some type of major aspect that you had with Saturn that kind of like made you really question some things, like question your career, question your purpose, question like what you should be doing next. Just a lot of questions. Okay, but all of these things happen to end this phase. Okay, because I feel like it's time for you to grow past where you currently are at. Okay, because it's no longer aligned. It's no longer aligned with you. Okay. I'm trying to think. Was there something else I wanted to say about that card? I feel like there was, but now I can't even remember. Yeah, let's just move on. Okay. So let's see. What else do we have here? We have feminine energy. That's funny because the other pile got masculine energy. Oh, I'm giving it away. Okay. Y'all still should go watch pile number 1. Okay, and then we have omens. Bruh, I literally just said I feel like you're getting signs and messages from your spirit guides, but just like you're not, it's like you're not listening to them or something, or and the fact that we have the omens card, and that's what omens are, like getting signs over and over and over again, letting you know you're on the right path or you're on the wrong path, or you should do this or you should do that. And yeah, I feel like you're my pal that's deeply connected with Spirit, but Spirit maybe is a little frustrated with you because it's like, are you going to listen to my advice? Or are you going to keep trying to do things the way that you kept doing them before? So, and then we also have ancient wisdom. Okay. So yeah, I definitely feel like your spirit guides are talking to you, your ancestors, angels, all of that. They're definitely talking to you. They're definitely trying to give you advice. So this would be a good time for sitting in meditation. And I forgot to say earlier, like automatic writing. I remember I did automatic writing a few times and it blew my mind every single time. So basically, it's like you ask spirit to, channel a message through you and just start writing down whatever comes to your mind. And bruh, I tell you, I did it, and at first I'm just like, okay, I wrote this down, which I mean, it makes sense, but is it coming from me? But then it's like I started seeing different signs that went along with literally what I wrote down, and I'm like, okay, okay, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Of course I was not tripping. But yes, so I definitely feel like your spirit guides are trying to get your attention, and then it's also making me think that, like I said, this is my witchy pile. You would benefit from doing spirit, not spirit, spells, maybe even working in the occult if you're not already, like becoming a healer, tarot reader, just any type of healer person that works in the spiritual field or whatever. But I definitely think you would benefit from that, and then also benefit from like moon magic and just any types of like ancient wisdom, like we said. And then also, like, I think I talked about the law of expectancy. I don't know if that's a law for real, but like I'm also hearing you learning like the laws of the universe or something, or just, yeah. So, yes, let's go ahead and see which chakras could possibly be blocked, like blocking your abundance from coming to you, or just maybe that you just need to work on in general. Okay? So, we have soulmate. Okay. And then we have growth. And I literally just said, like, you've grown past where you are. Okay, you've grown past where you currently are, and it's time to like move forward. It's time to move on. And that's why I feel like a lot of you guys could have just gone through a major transit with Saturn, like, which could have been your Saturn return, or maybe some of you guys have Capricorn risings, or like maybe even Aquarius. But yeah, just a lot of, Saturn is here, and when Saturn hits your life, okay, you will not leave that Saturn lesson without growth. Okay, there's always growth when it comes to Saturn. Okay, and then with soulmate, it's making me also think that I keep thinking, even though it's saying soulmate, for some reason it's more so making me think of your spirit guides. Okay, your spirit guides that may have been with you since birth, maybe even since couple lifetimes or something. Okay, and I feel like they're really trying to show you like there's opportunities out there for you, but you're not taking these opportunities. Or it could even be just like there's certain people that you're meant to work with, like certain maybe, like, for some of you guys, this could be a good time to network, a good time to connect with other people, because it will greatly benefit your finances and your career. Like maybe going to networking events, or it could even just be like a friend that like randomly hits you up and it's like, hey, so and so said they need this and that. So, and I know you do that. So, what do you think? Do you want to do it? Opportunities possibly coming through other people. Okay, and the last card is basically an affirmation that's meant to help you with drawing in this abundance, this money. Yes. Wow, I choose love no matter what. I choose love no matter what. I choose love no matter what. So, yeah, that's why I definitely feel like you're being called to follow what you love, okay? What you love. And then also, like, your intuition is definitely not forcing you, but it's definitely pushing you towards more of like what you love. Okay, yes, you need to watch pile number 1. Okay, so anywho, that was your reading pile number 2. If it resonated with you, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Make sure you check out housemystik.com, where I sell all of my art and my hand painted clothing. They all have like a dope spiritual feel. So if you're a fashionista like myself, definitely check out my website. Or if you're an art lover, check out my website. Okay. And then also the Mystik Collective app. It's an app, ran by me. It's not available yet on the app stores, but it is available at the link in my description. And it's a community of mystics, and where you're learning how to master your spiritual gifts. But I'm also talking a lot about different astrological transits, and have channeled messages, and stuff like that. So if that is something you're into, definitely go to the link in my description. Make sure you follow me on all I was gonna say on all streaming platforms. I mean on all social media platforms. And yes, definitely check out the app though, because it definitely supports me as a creator, or just even any of my things, that I create. It definitely supports me as a creator, so I can continue to make videos like this one. Okay. So, I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you for watching. Peace. Hello, 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 my beautiful people. That shows pile number 3 with the Smoky Quartz. Okay, so yes, let's get into this reading. Grab your wine, grab your tea, grab your blunt, grab your water, grab you a comfy blanket. Okay, and yes, let's get into this thing. Okay, so first of all, I was wondering if, for you guys, something that will help you with drawing in more money and, abundance and stuff like that. I'm really sensing generational stuff. There's generational stuff you have to address or something. Oopsie. I'm really sensing that there's a need to address generational stuff, or maybe it's you were taught to be a certain way, or to look at money a certain way, or maybe you grew up with financial troubles, or you've seen your parents going through financial troubles, or not managing their money, or just stuff that you've picked up from others, in your family, regarding money, especially how it can be made, and how it can be, yes, acquired, and things like that. And maybe not maybe I feel for you guys, this is something that you're going to have to address, your beliefs surrounding money, and maybe you come from a foreign family or something, or like I said, maybe you've just seen, well, not just saying foreign families have struggles with money. I'm definitely not saying that, but maybe you come from a family that's not from America, and maybe they struggled to make ends meet coming to America, or maybe while they were in their country they struggled to make ends meet, and when they came to America they just worked. But there's something surrounding your family, the different generations in your family, and you kind of breaking that generational thing, beliefs surrounding money and how it can be acquired. Okay, how some people say oh, money is hard to get. I'm sure some of you guys maybe have heard your parents say, oh, money's hard to get, or you have to work extra hard if you want to make money, or those certain little quotes and stuff that maybe you've heard your mom or your dad or your aunt or your grandparents or somebody, you've heard them you heard them make that remark before. And in your mind, as a kid, you look at your parents, you look at your authority figures as almost like God, so whatever they say you most likely believe. And maybe that's something that you've experienced, where they made certain remarks regarding money that has maybe kind of scarred you regarding money and how it can be acquired. And maybe even maybe they even got onto you, and maybe you have certain dreams or certain things you want to accomplish, and maybe they seem kind of out there or something, and maybe you've had people in your family kind of tell you oh, yeah, I don't know if you're gonna make it, I don't know if you can really do this, I don't think you should do this anymore, or why don't you get a real job, or why don't you pursue this, because maybe if there's something they all pursued, and maybe they expect you, maybe with school, they're oh, you need to go to school, or you need to do things how I did it, or but there's definitely something surrounding cultural traditions, or generational patterns that you are needing to break. Okay? So, yes, let's go ahead and see what these cards are talking about. Justice. Okay. And truth. Okay, that is so interesting that we have justice and truth. Okay, so with the truth, it's definitely making me think of you following your own truth, or you knowing the truth. You know what I mean? Like you knowing the truth regarding money, because I'm just really sensing that there's something regarding your family, your ancestors, your parents, like, you know, kind of saying, maybe saying you can't do this, or they've kind of said things in their own life like money's hard to come by, or money doesn't grow on trees, or, you know, like, or they just was struggling when it comes to their resources or whatever. And it's like, maybe you're currently in the stage of like breaking those illusions, and realizing like, okay, money is an energy and it's a vibration. If I'm on that, or it's a frequency, and when I'm on that frequency, that's when the money comes. It doesn't necessarily have to be a job, or it doesn't have to be this, it doesn't have to be that. It's all about becoming that frequency. And I think you're learning about becoming the frequency of abundance, or the frequency of money, and like really releasing a lot of beliefs around money, and you're like understanding the truth of it instead of just what you've been taught to believe as you were growing up or whatever. And then justice definitely makes me think like you're just due. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this, like you're just due. Okay, because I definitely feel like you are deeply talented. Like I feel like this is my creative pile again. Okay, you don't have to be, but I feel like all of you here are deeply talented or skilled, or like you're highly intelligent, and maybe you've been putting energy into something that maybe your parents or your family was kind of like, yeah, this ain't it, or yeah, you just been putting in that work and you just haven't seen results yet, which caused your family or people around you to be like, yeah, this ain't it. And Spirit is here to tell you your just rewards are coming. Okay, your just rewards are coming. Just keep speaking your truth, living your truth, and learning the truths. Okay, regarding, you know, like the law of attraction, the laws of the universe, like, you know, quantum jumping, like scripting, like, you know, learning the different magical things you could do, or also the even little practical things you can do regarding changing your mindset. Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and get into the rest of these cards. Okay, so we have the King of Cups. Okay. So, we also have the Two of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, see. And then we also have the King of Pentacles. Very interesting. That's funny. We have two kings on this side. And then we have these not king cards on this side. And these are all, like, these, to me, is kind of like loss of power, okay? Because like she over here, she's confused. She's not really sure what to do, what decisions to make, you know, stuff like that. And then the Four of Pentacles. Oh, wow, we have, no, never mind. I was going to say we have all the suits, but we don't. So yeah, and then the Four of Pentacles is all about like scarcity, like a scarcity mindset or whatever. And I really feel like, yeah, with the King of Pentacles, this is like stepping into your power and aligning with abundance. And then King of Cups is also about like being in the spiritual world, but also like grounded in reality. Okay, so I definitely feel like with you guys, it's about stepping into your power, or like as you're watching this, like whenever you're watching this, because this is timeless, this is a time to step in your power and to really step into your truths, those truths that you've learned. Because I'm also feeling like this is, I'm sure all of you guys are spiritual that y'all are watching this, because I mean, people that are into tarot readings are usually somewhat spiritual. Okay, so I'm feeling like a lot of you guys here are deeply spiritual. Now I'm trying to remember, why did I even bring that up? Because basically what I want to say is like, this is a time about stepping into your, oh yes, I was talking about the truths, like living in your truths, and like those truths that you've learned, maybe about manifestation, about the law of attraction, about all the other laws of the universe and stuff like that. Now it's time to apply these truths, okay? And with applying these truths, you're going to have to release those beliefs that have been imposed on you and pushed on you since you were a child, maybe even in past lives as well. But I'm seeing a lot of undoing. There's a lot of undoing going on when it comes to the mind, okay? And it's making me think of how we have Mars in Gemini, and we'll have Mars in Gemini. Okay, maybe that was confirmation, but we have Mars in Gemini, and it'll be there, like it's been there since I think the beginning of August, and it'll be there till like March 2023. Okay, Gemini is the mind or not the mind, the sign associated with the mind. Okay, so I think a lot of us are going to be putting energy into changing our mindsets and to have better mental health, and I feel like that's something that's going on for you, and maybe that's something in your family where it's like that you're breaking as far as like mental health, like you really addressing mental health, addressing beliefs, addressing things that people said surrounding money that made you have that scarcity mindset, or just even things that they've said regarding like your dreams and making it seem like your dreams aren't even like legit, you know. But I really see you really needing to change that mindset. Like there's a change, there's a shift in mindset that needs to happen, okay? And it may be a little tough. I don't even like to say tough, but yeah, it's not gonna change overnight, because this is something that's deeply ingrained in you, and I see you needing to release that. Okay, so let's see what other cards you got here. Changes. Okay, we literally got changes in this card. I've never seen this card in this deck, actually. I've never seen that. And then it's the number 29, which equals 11. And 11, maybe some of you guys are life path 11. Shout out to my life path 11s, because I'm a life path 11 as well. Yeah, so maybe some of you guys are life path 11s. And if you are, you're definitely in this lifetime meant to change your mindset. Or if you're a 3, I mean, all of us in general, but I'm just really feeling like, or not feeling like, I just know for people that have those life path numbers, it's all about, their life path is all about changing consciousness. Or maybe you're one of the master numbers besides 11, like 22 and 33, because their purpose, as well as 3, is all about teaching the collective, like how to change their mindset, like changing behaviors, changing their mindset, changing and self-improvement, okay? So yes, y'all, and mastery and stuff. So yeah, I definitely feel like changes, changing your mindset, changing your bloodline, healing your bloodline, where it's like how you raise your kids, or even if you don't have kids, like how you live your life is going to be so different than how your family lives their lives, or even what they believe is possible. Okay. Oh. Then we have burden. Okay. And then we have teaching. Okay, see, I really feel like you guys in this pile, and I'm wondering if y'all were drawn to pile number 2. Okay. Maybe you need to check out pile number 2. But yes, teaching. I definitely feel like you guys are meant to teach people, like you're meant to help other people change their consciousness. Like especially if you're those life path numbers, or like you have strong like Mercury energy, or just even mutable energy in your chart. Like you're meant to help people shift and change and adapt, you know. um yeah, but it doesn't even have to be the case, like, if you don't necessarily want to do that. I definitely feel like the lessons you've learned in your own life has taught you have to change your mindset. You have to release these beliefs that have been, deeply ingrained in you if you want to move forward, especially because we have bird in here. So I definitely feel like there's just a lot that you've been carrying on you, a lot of heaviness, a lot of beliefs that just no longer serve you, like that is just weighing on you. It's just weighing on you, and it makes you. Oh, that's funny because we have the scale here, and I keep talking about weighing, and it's like the scales are balanced. So I definitely feel like, yeah, there's a need to like really balance your mind, change that mindset. Okay. All right. So these last cards are basically the cards that are meant to be like, it's basically supposed to show what chakras of yours may currently be blocked or something, or that could possibly be affecting your manifestations or your money from coming to you. Okay, so let's see. We have grief. Okay, see, yeah, I definitely feel like there's something that happened in your childhood. That's your heart chakra. So I'm definitely feel like there's something in your childhood that maybe like people were saying, "Oh, you can't do this," or "You'll never be nothing," or "You'll never be anything." I mean, or like, what you want to do this with your life? Yeah, no. Or even just experiencing like money troubles within your family that kind of made you have that scarcity mindset and just think like, okay, money's hard to come by. I'm not deserving, or just those beliefs that kind of way that like you carry with you for life. Okay, so yes, there's definitely a need to heal that heart chakra. And then we have expansion. Okay, and this is the throat chakra. And I was talking about the number 3, so I definitely feel like some of you guys are life path 3s here, or maybe 3 is your favorite number, or like there's something with 3. There's something with 3 going on there. Maybe some of you guys are like a Sag or something. What signs am I getting here? I'm getting Libra, Sag, Taurus, and Virgo. Oh, and Capricorn. So yeah, those are the signs I'm getting. Anyway, yeah. I definitely feel like, sorry, my phone just keeps making noise. Is this like a confirmation? But yeah, I definitely feel like you're expanding your consciousness. Like you're definitely expanding your consciousness, and you're not going to be like your family. Like this is my pile that's probably the black sheep of the family, or you just, even if you're not necessarily the black sheep, you could be the one that just is not the same. Like you've decided to take a different path from your family. Okay, and that's what I'm thinking about with the expansion card. Like you expanding your consciousness, like I said, but also expanding outside of your family, like deciding this is not the life you want to create for your own family, or you don't want to do things how things happen within your family. So yes. So with the throat chakra card, this is definitely making me think subliminal message meditations would be so beneficial for you. They would be so beneficial for you. So check them out on YouTube. Okay. So the last card we have here is basically an affirmation that is meant to help you with drawing in more money, abundance, stuff like that. We have, wow, my happiness is a direct reflection of the level of faith I have in the universe. Oh, wait, I read that wrong. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Okay. So, yeah, this is definitely making me think of what I said regarding like you changing how, like, just changing your mindset, and then being the one that kind of like breaks generational patterns and generational things that were kind of like passed down. Like, you're that one that's gonna like change it or whatever. And I feel like with the throat chakra coming up here, you saying this affirmation or any type of affirmations, or just speaking life into yourself, and every time you get into that self-defeating attitude, or you start talking to yourself in a crazy way, in a negative way, like, it's time to start speaking life into yourself. Maybe even look in the mirror like, you're awesome. Whatever your name is, like, you're awesome, whatever your name is. And just like speaking life into yourself, and just talking to yourself in a manner that builds you up, especially if you've been beaten down by family members, saying like you'll never be nothing, or always trying to compare you to somebody else, or just never having anything nice to say. It's time to, yeah, heal from that. Okay. So that was your reading pile number 3. If it resonated with you, please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell, so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Make sure you check out housemystik.com. That's where I sell all of my art. I paint on handbags, clothing, and things like that. I also sell art prints and canvas arts, and they all have like a spiritual, witchy feel to it. So definitely go check out I was going to say Mystik Collective. I mean housemystik.com. Link in the description. Also check out the Mystik Collective app, which is not available on app stores, but it is available at the link in my description. Okay, and it's basically a community of mystics. Is a community of mystics where you can connect with one another, but also you will be learning how to master your own spiritual gifts, and will also get in-depth interpretations all about, like, the different upcoming astrological transits. And then also the podcast, which I haven't dropped any new episodes, but that's coming soon. The Tarot Tea with Twan podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Definitely check that out, and check out my old episodes, and definitely turn on the notification so that you're updated and notified when I drop a new episode. Okay, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.